Hello, parents and caregivers. I'm Kyle Wilson, the health educator assigned to your children's school from the Red Rock Healthcare Center. I first want to thank you for taking the time out of your day to be here today. The reason for coming together today is to discuss sex education here at the elementary school. Have you ever wondered if your child or a child in your care has questions about sex? Have you ever thought about how you might respond if they ask you what sex is, or what a condom is, or even how babies are made? As a caregiver of two teen girls and two elementary school aged boys, I know very well the potential anxiety attached to these questions. Engaging in a sex education program will relieve some of the potential anxiety attached to these questions. Sex education is just not about the birds and the bees, but provides knowledge and skills to stay healthy. First, I will be sharing the risks and consequences of the lack of sexual education. Then discuss why sexual education in middle school is a good idea and how it can assist us, the parents. With the help of the media, our world has become more sexualized than ever. When you think about it, sexual references, behaviors, and images are found in movies, games, on social media, and are even used to promote product purchases. A 2009 article in the Harvard International Review titled All About Sex, Global Childhood Sexualization and Education shared that the economic and political systems are unwilling and unable to stop exposing our children to sexual content in the media. This same article shares that teen sexting has increased in the past 12 years, that children are ill-equipped with understanding the concept of consent, and as a result are becoming involved in the judicial system. This article was written 14 years ago. Sex exposure in the media continues to increase. So think about that. Those 12 years mentioned has now become the past 26 years. How do we combat the negatives of sexualization? With education. Why choose to participate in sexual education programming? Because children are curious about the world and about how things work, and why things are similar and why they are different from each other. They learn through their senses. They learn behaviors by watching the people around them and imitating them. Providing elementary school age sex education is intriguing because it provides them with the appropriate information about the biologies of sex, prevents sexual problems, the rights and wrongs of sex, and the ability to communicate and identify resources when it comes to sex. Having this information prevents them from creating incorrect impressions about sex and sexual activities. The CDC shared a survey completed in 2021 of two New Mexico middle schools. From that survey report, there was 165 students that reported participating in sexual intercourse. 49 of those were before the age 11. 37 had already had more than 3 sexual partners. And 48 of those that reported to have sexual intercourse used a condom. These averages have remained consistent with this study or survey since 2009. Sexual intercourse is happening, and the more we educate on all the aspects of sex, the better prepared we'll be to prevent the consequences. Keep in mind that this study was of middle school age children, that's 6th, 7th, and 8th graders. By the time they receive sex education information, a majority have already thought about sex, and some have already participated in the act. Again, according to the CDC, the Center for Disease Control, sex education in school is provided through approved curricula, age-appropriate lessons, and are delivered by a health education professional like myself. These professionals provide age-appropriate information focused on promoting healthy behavior. Program information can be delivered in a classroom setting, one-to-one, or in a family setting. For elementary age children, age-appropriate topics include health, healthy and unhealthy relationships, human reproductive systems, the changes of puberty, gender identity, sexual abuse and harassment. These programs have been shown to reduce the rate of sexual activity, sexual risky behaviors, adolescent pregnancy, and sexually transmitted infections. Sex education is beneficial for everyone and as a parent, a resource to have to what can be an uncomfortable conversation. If you choose for your child to be educated within their school, there is support outside of the school that can help you to discuss sex with your child. Support can be found at your local hospital's sex education program. Here on the Navajo Nation with the John Hopkins program, and Edzan Be'ena, and also with the Navajo Nation Health Education Program. Online resources include nonprofit organization websites like Talk with Your Kids and Amaze. What matters is that elementary school age children receive the knowledge about they receive the knowledge about sex and are successful. Thank you for your time, and I'm excited to see your children at our next programming session.